They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. First carry now for David Montgomery. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Ravens nothing.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The line of scrimmage. No gain.
I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off. There could be some room to roam.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to air one out into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Ebron with it over the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Ebron's got it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, and have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gain of 12.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First down.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
At the 41.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Looking from the gun. Wentz. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third and long, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wentz going to throw. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Man open left side is Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
For the running back.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Hunter Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
37-yard.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A gain of 7.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for second down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Rodgers to throw once more. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery. And down to the 7-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Switch up. No.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders will lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Catch left side here by Aiken. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
To number 19. 5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career. And he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.